On Sunday, October 23, I went to this swap meet as I had announced in the previous video. Paid €5 entrance fee and found some good stuff. Start with some Hot Wheels mainline, some more recent stuff. Well, not particularly this one, but some of these. €1.50 each, this seller was asking. One of the 14 sellers I bought stuff from. So I missed out on this 1967 Ford GT40 Mark IV in the Golf livery. So I was glad to be able to snatch one up. Lens headlights, very dark window piece though. Got that Golf blue both on the base and on the body. The Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02 in blue. Flat black paint on there with some silver. Metal spoiler. Very bland backside. You do get the Nissan logo embossed in the body. A completely plastic roof. In the reuse rides, the Honda S2000. So Ryu Asada had an S2000. So we get basically 4 tempo sides, which is really good. Our Asada on the license plate. That's a nice one. Really pleased with that. And we got the red version also. It's got the same traits as the other one. Same license plate. So when this was a new model, they also did a red one. As you can see, it's a slightly different red. And it's got the banner on the windshield, our Asada. So no side deco on the original version. And no license plate either. It also came in yellow. I don't have the original yellow version. And then silver. There's been yellow, of course. Here's the G-Ready one, or G-Ready. That was yellow too. (2017) Jeep Wrangler treasure hunt. This seller had a whole bunch of treasure hunts, as if those things were easy to find, and all for €1.50. So I already have this, but you know, don't mind having one extra. I'll keep this carded for now. The Mazda RX-3. Lots of licensing on this one. So the base color is a gloss black. And then there's some yellow and green. Jamaican style. Chrome base, so we get the chrome bumpers and the huge spoiler lip there. And the 1971 Lamborghini Miura SV. So I'm very pleased to have this. I did a Hot Wheels Lamborghini video, a theme video, where I showed all of the Lamborghini castings that Hot Wheels has done. And I was missing 2. One is a 100% Hot Wheels casting that obviously I don't have and I will never have. But then the other one was the ID casting, and this is basically a mainline version of the ID casting. So glad to add this to the list. got an orange base to match the body. Bertone logo on the side there, and the name, the designer. Nicely tempoed in the back. P400 SV on the license plate. So we get 4 tempo passes on this one too. That's sweet. Nice. Does have a few paint chips, unfortunately, right there. And well, I saw one somewhere else too. Not sure. Oh yeah, right here. So yeah, that's unfortunate because he had different ones, and I just didn't check very well. Again, oh well. The McLaren Elva. How weird that he got this at Zeeman for $199 and then he sells it for $150. Seems like a bad business model, doesn't it? Oh well. So gloss black with a brown interior. And actually got an okay looking steering wheel. To my surprise. Unfortunately, no details on the back. It just seems to get a top deco, and that's it. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Cool model. No windscreen, windshield. Interesting, but you know. The Honda Civic Custom. So if I am correct, this is based on the Honda Civic that is in the premium version. It's in Car Culture. They made a kind of a mainline version out of it. Pretty weird one. The original casting is by Rio Sada, but I don't think he did this one, this mainline version. So it's got the bigger wheel in the front and in the back, and all plastic bumpers. The headlights, I'm not sure if they are part of the window piece or if they are part of this bumper piece. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's part of the bumper. So we got this plastic. Well, of course, this is plastic, but I mean it mimics kind of a plastic windscreen, windshield, with these kind of rivet things all around. Yeah, doesn't excite me very much, but you know. It's a Honda Civic, so I'm going to buy it anyway. Dodge Viper RT10 in the Then and Now series. White base on this. Black side exhaust, part of the interior. So there was a blue Hot Wheels Racing livery Viper a few years ago. There was a treasure hunt. Don't have that one, but this is probably very similar. Then from a different seller, he had also a bunch of Hot Wheels for sale, older stuff. This is 2005 Ford Mustang GT, 2005 first editions, also €1.50. Nice heavy casting if you compare it to the ones I just held in my hand previously. Reverse base on this one. So I got a chrome base, so you get the chrome exhaust tips there. All metal bumpers with the black tampos in there, flat black. Kind of strange for the headlights, but GT on the side, Hot Wheels logo. No tampos in the back. And all metal bumper in the back too, so you can definitely feel the difference between this and the newer ones. Dodge Charger SRT8 2007 new models, also €1.5, American long card. This one looks a bit tuned because it seems like it's a little bit too short. The plastic spoiler on the back. I don't know what that says. I can't read that. Something like Mopar? I don't know. Hemi, Dodge. For the first example I have of this casting. Never seen it before. The Super Van, or also known as the 70s van, in this Super Mario livery. Same price. And the packaging was cracked already. So I like these little vans. So plastic front end, part of the base. Plastic bumper, but then the body is metal. And we got 3 tempo sides, different tempo left and right. Trademark is also on there. It's actually metal, this it's painted black. Oh, here we got it again on the sunroof. The monkey. He also had some nicer stuff, well, at least in my opinion. This is a 1995 Silver Series school bus. Actually looks more chrome than silver to me. So, you know what I'm going to say now. I will open this up in the bus video. Originally came from KB at $1.09. Asking price €3.5. Got it for €3. American long card. Sweet. And he also had some Hot Wheels 5-packs and 10-packs. This is a 2010 Hot Wheels 10-pack for €10, so €1 per vehicle. Mostly American and fancy cars in here, and one Mitsubishi, which I originally thought was a Hot Wheels original, but then I noticed the Mitsubishi logo. That looks quite good, actually. Here's what the back looks like. Not really that interesting, so let's take a look. Okay. I was fearing this was going to give me a hard time, and it is. So let's just... Okay. Let's see. And there we go. So let's start with the Hot Wheels originals. We got the Pony Up, which is a metal body. This was a 2009 mainline, kind of inspired by the SN95 Mustang. When I looked at it, I saw something of a Cobra in it, and also a little bit of a BMW Z3 in the front. But then in the rear, you can clearly see it's based on a, or inspired by a Mustang. Overboard 454. Also Hot Wheels original, metal body, plastic base. This allegedly is based on a 70s Chevelle SS. Don't see any resemblance, but anyways. Maybe a little bit in the back. definitely not in the front. The Way Too Fast, also a Hot Wheels original. This was a 2009 mainline, just like well, the previous one also. Last release of this casting. This one was interesting to me because this is a good race car. This is fast, this thing. So when I participated in the Hot Wheels race last time at the local Diecast club, I used this casting, a different version, and I got third place. So if I manage to attend again the next one, I will use this one and see if this is just as good. We'll see, it's got some skulls on there, gold interior, and also gold engines and grille. So plastic base, metal base, metal exhausts, metal cabin, and then the gold piece is plastic. So quite a lot of metal on it, and that's why it's so fast, I think. Sweet. Here we got something unknown to me, the RD08, metal base, plastic body. Ugly POS, if you ask me. And the Solar Reflex 2009 mainline also, so a unpainted metal base and a plastic body. So you got a solar panel on top, and then seems to be two cockpits there. Then you get to the Mitsubishi, the double shots. Black plastic base that also makes part of the side here, and then a nice green metallic body, metal body. So we got the Mitsubishi logo embossed in the front there. Chrome engine front and back, and a chrome interior, but with the smoked window, kind of looks strange. I particularly like the exhausts on this one. These are actually open, so that is pretty cool. Nice chrome exhaust, looking pretty realistic. So this is probably a concept car, I assume. Can't imagine this ever been sold to the public. Not bad. Then we get to the American cars. So there's 4 left. This is the 69 Chevelle SS 396 2009 mainline. So we got chrome bumpers and chrome grille and headlights, part of the base. Side deco and then deco on the hood. That's about it. The 1970 Plymouth AR Cuda 2010 mainline. So kind of a pearl white with the flat black. So not a bad combo. So just a side detail, as if it were a 5-pack model. The custom V8 Vega in pearl white. So got the chrome exhaust, part of the base, and then a chrome grille. Just side deco on this. This is kind of a multi-pack exclusive in a way that it came in the mainline but with the faster than ever wheels, but for the multi-pack it came with these OH5 wheels. And then the 10-pack exclusive, the 1965 reverse base, 1965 Mustang convertible in pearl white also. Got some flaking going on. I think that's from the base. This is metal on metal with an opening part. The hood opens up, albeit not that far on this example. Don't want to force it. Metal engine, so a really heavy model. Proper steering wheel. Okay looking interior. Yeah. Sweet. Nice one. Then the next seller. Not sure why I bought this one. This is a Porsche 911 by Siku, made in West Germany, metal on metal. Probably because it was kind of cheap, you know, €1.50, and because it's a Porsche 911 in a police livery, a German Polizei livery. Missing the antenna, you can see the hole there, but it does have the cherry on top. Opening doors, two-tone interior, red and black. Headlights are metal, part of the metal base. And a very fluorescent window piece. A little bit dirty because of the 10-pack, I believe. This is a Motormax Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. These kind of wire wheels, side deco, lens lights front and back. Some extra tampos on the lights and underneath. So this is a surprisingly nice casting for €1.50. This is kind of in a dark metallic purple, and when I looked at my list, it said I already had this, but I didn't remember having it, so I dug it out, and look at that. It's the same but different. It doesn't have the side tampo, has different wheels, you know, open hole spokes. It does not have lens lights, but painted lights, so the lights are part of the casting and then painted on. Mercedes star is there, but no fog lights painted. And the rear, no lens tail lights, just red painted lights, part of the casting again. No Mercedes star, and just silver down there, and no orange like this one has. So interestingly, I have two versions in the same color now, but are different. Nice. Didn't know Motormax made this kind of nicer stuff. Sweet. Also for €1.50, this Hot Wheels Ford Anglia 105E. Very pleased to finally have an example of this one. It's kind of in a primer gray. So just made its debut as a Harry Potter casting. Has not been released that much. Strangely yellow windows, so it's got a white interior. And the base is also pretty strange for Hot Wheels. Interesting casting. Faux show. Then we get to the cars that were €2. This Land Rover Freelander. This is from the 2005 5-pack Jungle Adventure. By the way, the Ford Anglia was a 2005 mainline for Hot Wheels. So we got ostrich refuge on the side with some ostriches on there. So no suspension on this one, plastic base. Separate piece for the rucksack, spare wheel. Kind of a metallic, dark gray, brownish color. Lens headlights. And I was also very pleased, also for €2, to find another version of the Speed Bump crushed car. So this was in a 5-pack, so I'm very pleased. I do not have to buy the 5-pack to get this, and I could just buy it loose. So apparently there's already 6 different versions of this speed bump, so I have 5 now. I'm missing the red one that was in a monster truck packaging. Cool. And also for €2 is this fire engine. It's not mint, it's got a few paint chips. The reason I got it is because it's a Tomica. It's a Nissan diesel, but most importantly, it is made in Japan. Look at that. How often you find that? So it's got the ladder that lifts up and turns around. This base part is plastic, and red plastic and gray plastic for the ladder. It extends like that. All works very well still. It's got a separate piece for the light bar. 119 on the license plate. Don't know what this is for, this black thing that yeah, don't know what that does. He also had some carded stuff on his table. And this is a Maisto special edition. This reminded me of the 118 scale cars that I have in the attic. Some of them also have the special edition on them. So this was also €2. So basically he earned €1 on this. It's still taped up, so both sides are still taped up, so it's never been taken out, I assume, or it's been retaped. It doesn't seem like it. This is a Mercedes-Benz W202. C-Class, kind of a DTM style livery. We got suspension because it's an older Maisto. We got an interior, got the half of a roll cage in there, plastic spoiler or wing on the back, almost completely metal spoiler in the front, except for the bottom part of the base. Kind of hard to see in the interior there, but not bad for a Maisto. And then, holy Moses. Was a little bit more expensive, €2.50, but I've always wanted to have one of these Mercedes 380 SEL, and now I finally have found one. This is 1997 copyright, 1998 release. And all in all, this, some people try to sell this for, between €5 and €10, I guess. So at least these older cards from, the 90s and the 2000s. Not this particular one, because I don't think I've ever seen it for sale here. So yes, I'm going to open it up and have a look at it. So this is metal on metal, Hot Wheels 380 SEL on the base. So it got a gold base and a pearl white body. Sweet. Hot Wheels logo on the back there. Has a separate plastic gold chrome piece for the grille and the headlights. A gray interior. With, it's a disc for a steering wheel, or no, it's not. It's a proper steering wheel. There's some air passing through. Yeah, nice weighty piece. And the wheels leave a lot to be desired, but other than that, I think it's great. Yeah, fantastic. And then there was a seller that had a bunch of these Greenlight U.S. Army, Greenlight Jeep Wranglers. I got distracted by a message coming in. So I think he had like 10 of them, but I only picked 2 because I already have a few, and just only have that much space in my display cabinet to put these. But this was interesting because this is in a U.S. Army livery. It's licensed by the U.S. Army, as you can see right here. 2014 release. Got some info on the U.S. Army right there on the back. Only €5 they were all, so definitely not expensive. So metal and metal, 3056 is the serial number. So definitely a cool version. Lens headlights, all decked up in the Army livery. I think this probably comes off too. Yep, it does. Good looking interior. And then, okay, click. There you go. Nice one. And I also got this one, 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, also €5. And this was the Toy Fair model for 2015 that Greenlight handed out to visitors of these 3 Toy Fairs. The Hong Kong one, the New York one, and the Nuremberg one from Germany. So yeah, cool find, definitely for this kind of money. I kind of collect Toy Fair models if I can find them for a reasonable price. So this one is going to stay carded for now. We'll see, maybe one day I'll open it up. It's got the Toy Fair stuff on the vehicle, which is not always the case, but in this case, if I open it up, it's still clear that it's a Toy Fair model. It's even got 2015 on the banner on the window. So technically I can open this up, and I've never seen these wheels before. These are very nicely done. Usually these diecast manufacturers, they do go the extra mile for the Toy Fair models to show off their abilities, and I think with these wheels, these rims, Greenlight definitely did. They look really sweet. Then we get to a bunch of loose stuff. Or maybe I can just grab, let's say, the last carded vehicle in here. This seller was asking €5. Well, actually, the actual seller was off to the toilet, and his wife and son were there. And so they weren't sure what to ask, so they said 5, and I put it back on the table, and they asked, well, what are you willing to pay? Well, I said I never pay more than 3, which is a little lie, but yeah. And they agreed. So I thought this was a Noref, but it turns out this is an Edocar, French manufacturer also. So Renault dealership packaging, the Coleos, kind of an ugly SUV if you ask me, but I tried to get an example of each casting that Noref has done. Well, in this case it's not even a Noref, but never mind. I'm glad to have it. Metal on metal, 2008 model year. I'm pretty sure it's probably made by Noref for Edocar. I'm not sure how that works. Nice looking authentic rims with open holes between the spokes, but it's actually closed up in the back. So this is an insert in the tire. Got the lift gate that opens up. It's got that useless trailer hitch with the flat spot on there. Lens headlights. Some black paint for the grills. This kind of reminds me of the, what is it, the Pontiac Aztek. Also a really ugly vehicle. And a beige interior. Nice. Nice model. Not a really nice car. Probably based on some, on a Samsung car, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, then we get to the loose stuff. Now we have I've done everything carded. I was surprised towards the end of the swap meet to find this Matchbox Lesney Holden pickup, super fast, for only €1. It's not mint, but it's very close to it. So I've got two in my childhood collection, the white and the maroon one. They're definitely in worse condition. I do have one of the bikes, the motorcycles, still on there. But yeah, did not have the red version. So let's see. The oh, here it is. From 1979 till 1980. This was available with the yellow bikes. Still has the sticker on there, the bonnet. So yeah, I'm definitely very pleased with this. Great neck, all things considered. Awesome find. This was also €1, a little bit worse for wear. The Mercury, it says on the base, this is the Commuter. This is the first release from 1969. This is the auto steer version, so it's got the steering front wheels. And it's, you know, it's complete. It's got the proper steering wheel. It's got the doggies in the back, so two different doggies. So this kind of looks more like a Boxer. And then this looks more like, I don't know, shepherd dog, something like that. Mercury embossed in the tailgate. Yeah, not bad. This is the Lomas ambulance, Lesney Matchbox. Seller was asking €2. I offered him €1 and he accepted. He also had a nicer version of this, not mint, but you know, almost mint, with the box. That was selling for €30. You know, this is not my collecting preference, but I need it for the ambulance video. I have found another one before. This one, which was also €1 and lacks a lot of paint. And this had the right door, so I needed to find one with the left door. I did, and not only that, it's a much better version. Even has the decal still on there, both sides. So that's actually a pretty sweet find. It's got some silver paint still on the grille. So I'm very pleased with it. I did not clean the interior on this one, I'm sorry. I'm going to drill it open to switch this door to that side. So I have a complete version. So I will clean the interior well when it's drilled open. It will be much easier to clean then. Unfortunately, this door would be the worst part on the vehicle then, because you know, because this door is almost not missing any paint, and this is yeah, definitely much worse. Although it is the best piece on this vehicle. Oh well. It'll be good enough for the ambulance video. A Maisto school bus in a Tonka livery. So I guess this was in a US Tonka packaging. TUSD, Tonka Unified School District, natural gas powered. Kind of based on the International, I guess. This one was very dirty. I had a lot of work cleaning this. Here's a Majorette bank security made in France. Metal on metal. It's got the push bar in the front. Kind of looks like an International also. Like the armored car by a Matchbox. Got the decal still on there. So when I wanted to pay for this, I showed this to the seller. Because, you know, not all sellers know what things cost. If they have a sticker on them, usually you have to show the sticker so the seller knows what he's asking for it. If it doesn't have a price tag on it, the seller usually knows the price out of the top of his head. So I showed this to the seller, and to me this is a euro sign here, and then it says 1.50, so €1.50, €1.50. And he looked at it, seller, and said, yep, €1. So I paid €1. I got a discount without even asking for it. That was funny. Kind of amber windows. And then you hear that? There's something in there. So this slides open in the back. Like that, just upwards. Like that. And then you can see there's definitely something in there. Look at that. It's kind of a soldier figure in there. Maybe the person who had it before me wanted this to kind of look like a bank security officer. I don't know. Not going to put it back in there. Just thought it was funny to show for the video. Yeah, not much to see in there. It's just empty. This has no suspension, by the way. The Matchbox Lesney Airport Coach. This was €1.50. I'm kind of wondering what the price tag underneath says. You too? Let's find out together. Oh, it's coming off. So that's going to be hard to figure out. Oh, look at that. This used to be €4. I thought it was kind of cheap with you know, only €1.50. So this is a pretty good nick, not mint, but very nice blue shiny paint. Lufthansa stickers, both still there, a little bit discolored, but anyways. And then the top plastic piece, also a little bit discolored. Amber windows, but all in all, nice addition to the bus collection. This is from, let's see, 1977 till 1980. This was sold together with the British Airways version and American Airlines, I think. 3 versions that were sold at the same time. And then the next 2 are from the same seller. This is a Siku Mercedes-Benz 250 made in West Germany. This was only €4, which is pretty cheap for such an old Siku. The reason for that is it's missing part of the taxi sign. This is in the typical German taxi color, this kind of off-white. Also with the fluorescent windows, just like that Porsche 911 we saw earlier. Still has the antenna. It's got opening doors, red interior. Very shiny front end there, part of the base. So the front end and the bumpers are a little bit more shiny than the rest of the base, interestingly. So now I need to find a beat up version of this for cheap that still has this taxi sign on there, which will probably be virtually impossible because I don't come across this one very often. So probably going to be stay in my collection just like that, with half of a taxi sign. And then I also got this one. Now I saw this one earlier this year on this table by this seller too. So he still had it. This is the Majorette Fourgon VW. So the VW van VW made in France in a nice realistic looking service autoroute or a highway maintenance livery. It does have a blue window but doesn't have a blue cherry on top. Got the white plastic hatch in the back, white interior, and I paid a whopping €10 for this, which all things considered is not that expensive. And I actually like this better than some of the newer stuff they're releasing. So this is what I showed last week. This is a cool one, the Hungry Hippie. But if you look at the other ones from this Majorette Deluxe Volkswagen The Originals set, the people at Majorette, they lack a little bit inspiration, because there's 4 of these that are in a hippie theme, which, you know, this one's funny, but kind of boring that they put these all in the same, or release this all in the same hippie deco. I mean, how many hippie themed vehicles can you release, right? They've already done it before, so you know, got the surfboard on there, you know. Yeah. This one's kind of a weird one too. I mean, what's up with that? This one's okay. It's kind of a strange color combination, but other than that, at least it's kind of looks kind of interesting. But all in all, you know, except for the food truck, it's not very exciting to me. Not realistic looking, and they don't all have to be realistic, you know, but you know, yeah, kind of disappointed with these newer ones. Sure, they get the rubber tires and they get the lens headlights. It's something that the old ones don't have, but maybe I'm just getting old, but I thought, you know, I like this oldie much better than the newer stuff. For some reason, it just appealed more to me, and I was even willing to pay more than what this was selling for. Even though it has less features, but of course it's much older. This was $6.99, so I paid €3 more, but I have, you know, something nice and vintage and realistic looking, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious if this is aimed at collectors. These deluxe sets. I'm just kind of curious if all collectors think this is well, let's say all VW collectors think this is a great set. I'm wondering, because you know, I'm not feeling it that much as I thought I would. And then the last seller. So next to the table of this seller, there was a box, reasonably sized box, with all fire engines in there, all bigger ones. But I noticed in between the bigger ones, there were some 3-inch ones. So I started digging through the box and getting some stuff out of there, because most of it was pretty much mint. And so I asked the seller, when I was like halfway through the box, what are you asking for these? And he said, well, you know, the bigger ones, I want at least €7.50 for them. The other ones, well, you know, we will make a deal on it. So I was like, okay. Oh yeah, and he said there's another box under the table too. So second box. So I got everything out of there that interested me, and then asked him what he wanted for it. He said, what about 30 euro for the whole lot? And I was like, okay, I was more thinking of 25 euro, and he accepted. So basically 2 Matchbox Convoys, 7.5 euro each is 15, and then all the other ones for 10 euro. I think I got a good deal. One tow truck in there that was not a fire truck, fire engine. This is a Yatming casting, but was sold by Edocar in this case. So an unpainted metal base, well, mostly metal vehicle. The hook is plastic. There were a few other ones in there, but I had most of those already. Not bad. I kind of like it. Here we got the Majorette Range Rover. Doesn't say made in France, so it's made in Thailand. It's got the ladder still on there. I tried to take it off to clean the vehicle, but it was impossible for me to take it off, so I had to clean underneath the ladder. Luckily, I could lift it up a little bit, so got it all clean. So got the headlights part of the base. Fire department on this trailer. It's half metal and half plastic. And of course it's got suspension. More Majorette. The Dodge Pompier. This is made in France. Metal on metal. Suspension. It's got the white ladder. And the kind of off-white interior piece. Possibly was a little bit whiter when it was newer, not sure. But all in all, great condition. I found one at Namak, and 2 videos ago I showed it. So this one has the chrome ladder, which is fixed in a different spot. It seems from looking up pictures, this one is the correct spot for the ladder. So this one, although it also works, because there's a hole in there where these little extensions fit in. This seems to be the correct way to mount it. So the same crest on the door, but a little bit different in colors. Chrome piece on the right one, and then the off-white piece on the left one. So, and different wheels also, although these were both available in 1974 with both of these wheels. So yeah, very pleased to have these 2 different versions now. Another Majorette Pompier, made in Thailand. Suspension, fire department, San Francisco. Did not have this version yet. I have a New York version and some other, but didn't have this one. So this part slides out and it doesn't swivel. Also got this kind of off-white-ish interior. There was also a Siku in there, older Siku, Mercedes-Benz 280 GE, made in West Germany. Some stats on the vehicle. So metal on metal, German fire department livery, Feuerwehr. Cherries on the plastic detachable roof. And a siren on top of there. So this kind of comes off like that. Just pull it off. And yellowish interior with a white dashboard and steering wheel. And a black metal trailer with a red plastic boat. The engine kind of moves left and right to steer and just comes off like that. Just two pins that hold it. This is a kind of ingenious trailer system because to detach it, you just pull this lever back, and then to fixate it to the vehicle, just put it forward, and then it just stays on there. But you can still move it around. Very nicely done. Some German engineering there. And then we get to Matchbox. So here's the command vehicle. Originally the mobile home. It was retooled. So this is from 1990. It's got the spray thingy on top and two sirens. There's versions with chrome sirens that were a different release. It's got a blue window piece, so we get the blue lights on top. That's cool. No more opening door on these. The mobile home did have that, not this. And it's got some suspension. The Oshkosh fire engine. (1988) till 1989 this was available. So nice chrome base. So we got some chrome accents there. 6 wheels. Ladder lifts up, swivels kind of halfway, and then also extends a little bit. Here's the airport fire truck, 1992 till 1993, and this kind of fluorescent orange, just like these last 4 vehicles. I kind of butchered this one a little bit. This is what it's supposed to look like. Luckily I have a good version. This little thingy here, this nozzle spraying thing, that's what it's supposed to look like. But first the front end broke off when I took it out of the baggie when I got home, and then the second part broke off when I was cleaning it. So yeah. And the ladder is kind of bent also, which is not the case on my good version. This got a straight ladder. So yeah, no suspension on this. Also got the blue window piece. Here we got the Mack auxiliary power truck. This was available 1992 till 1994. Also in that fluorescent orange, but kind of a matte finish to it. These things, these chrome lights, you can lift up, and they also pull out of the body, so to get a little bit higher. But I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to risk breaking it. It's already feeling fragile, so I don't want to force anything here. Got suspension, red window piece. You get red light bar on top. Even though it does have a lot of metal, it still feels pretty light because there's no interior, and this is plastic, and of course the base is plastic. And now we got these Convoys. So 1994 copyright it says here, but that doesn't mean much. For this particular release at least, made in Thailand. So I'm guessing this is a Peterbilt. So it's got the chrome base, chrome front end. Blue window piece again. And then we got trailer which says fire engine, 1984 copyright. So metal base, so nice weight to it. And then what is mounted on top is plastic. So this slides out like that, pretty far. And then it also goes up. There's these little teeth there that kind of fixate it in a certain position. So you can kind of put it up to a certain height. I think this is as high as it goes. And then the other one actually says Peterbilt on the base. The other one didn't. So different tractor. So this one has the sleeping compartment and does not have the lights on top, so that's different than the other one. And the smokestacks in chrome. And this is the low bed trailer that has this plastic top on there. Lots of blue lights, part of the window piece. And there's a door here, but that's not going to open. No, it's not. And this thing lifts up like that. This swivels too. And this also does. So lots of play value in there. Thanks for watching.